it is 10:06. So we've got a 9 kilometer.
I was gonna say, not 9 hour.
Very steep hike going whatcha
up that mountain over there.
to our first hut.
Yes, so we're at the start of the Waikaremoana Onepoto, and here we go. All right, we're about 5 minutes into our great walk.
Here's the lake.
And here's a view of the lake. It is wild and windy out there today.
Beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
Woo. A few minutes in and I'm already taking off layers.
That's right, it's hot. We made it!
We did not make it yet.
No, to a view. Our first real viewpoint. Holy,
Wow.
This is so cool.
There's a little boat.
Waikaremoana. Sarah does better than I do. So neat though. What a beautiful lake.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we started out over there this morning. That's where we caught our bus from. We took a bus all the way to this corner down here, and we've hiked up to where we are now.
She ain't been easy. Alright, we are at kilometer 4.1. We've just stopped for lunch. It's really windy and chilly, but we've just made sandwiches and we're hoping to eat at least a little bit of the weight in our bags.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cold as.
There are yummy sandwiches. They look so good.
Alright, so we've come to this beautiful lookout again. Still haven't found the one they recommended, but honestly,
This one's pretty sweet.
yeah, these are pretty sweet. We're just taking a look at the wee map here, and we think that we are, can you show us something?
We're like right around here on the map. Which means our hut is just there, which isn't very far.
And we're judging that based on this like island type,
The sky right there, which you can see right across.
which we think is that. And then we can actually see a building down there, which we think is our hut tomorrow, right?
No, in 2 days' time.
In 2 days' time. He's like, someone get this girl a sense of
Direction.
our trip.
That's okay. She's learning. She's leading the way, to be fair. But yeah, this view is sweet.
And I always tell Simon, be careful. Well, it's a pretty steep cliff, so ciao ciao.
All right, we just made it up on top to this lookout that everybody's been talking about, and it's pretty amazing. It's so windy. All right, we are at the end of our first day, and we are exhausted. This is a hard hike up here, but we finally made it to the first hut, just up there. Thank goodness. That's all I can say. Good job, Sarah. We've set up shop. What are we up to now?
We're boiling some water, eating some snacks because it was too cold to eat on the hike.
Yep.
And then hopefully when people are done cooking inside, we'll go sit inside.
That's right. Yeah. So just got our water on the boil because it's not safe to drink without boiling it. So that's why we're doing that.
My coworker told me
Pretty tired.
he thought it was, but I was like, well, I don't think I'll risk it.
Good morning, day 2.
It's not looking good, eh? Oh, it feels bad.
Just trying to pack up the bags and make breakfast. We had such bad sleeps last night. Anyways, Alright, so we are waiting on our water. So I thought I would show you what the hut is like. It's Panekire hut. It is the first hut along the route if you go the direction we went. Apparently it's the worst of all the huts. So that's good because it's not awful, but it's nice to have nicer things coming. So these are the toilets. You walk back this way. They just look like such. The sink, and I'll show you what our room looked like. Prepare to be amazed if you haven't done a great walk before. Okay, so it's like this. Long, skinny thing of bunks, and we slept right here. And I'll show you the main area. Here's the lamekins.
Hello.
I'm just showing the hut. And one thing about this hut is it does have a really amazing view, but you can't really see it that well. Woo! There's Lake Waikaremoana. Alright, so we're just finally filling our waters and then we're getting on with it. We've had a super slow start, but we're kind of banking on this hike being short.
It's supposed to be the shortest day.
Yeah, and now that the other family is gone, I feel like I can actually show you around a little. So here's the main area. We've got the sinks, counter space, a fire, no firewood, and some tables, and then our sleeping quarters, like I said, and it's the exact same thing I believe on the other side. I didn't even look. Yeah, and people have left garbage, which is not good, but you have to pack your garbage out, so we can't really collect all the garbage in here or we would have too much garbage.
Alright, every water bottle is full. That's good. Sorry, I know I've been taking a long time.
You are looking like a little camping snack.
I just want to make sure we're well watered.
Oh, for sure. We need to be well watered. And my fingers are freezing, so I'm gonna go put my gloves on. And
you showed them the like snow/rain.
I showed the view outside. There's no snow/rain anymore. So, right, day 2.
Yeah. Windy. Day 2. Alright, so we just came down these stairs right here, and there's this beautiful lush green wall that's dripping rainwater because it rained a little bit last night, and it just looks so neat. So I thought I'd whip out the camera and film. And Sarah has blasted off ahead of me, so I gotta catch up. We're just on a very steep downhill right now. You can see what we're working with here. It's very wet. Yeah, you need, in our gear review, we'll definitely say waterproof shoes, plus, borderline must.
All right, so we're currently just taking a small break. My leg, excuse me. My leg is literally shaking like spaghetti. It is so wiggly from going downhill so much.
I call her shaky Sarah now.
Simon's eating his OSM bar, his awesome bar, and then we're ripping off again. So that's the scoop at the moment. We are halfway there according to Simon's watch, and it's only been how long? We live in hope. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh, exciting. We've come to a different area. Lots of shrubbery rather than trees, so there's a few trees, small.
We're at the hut, and you can't say it's 5 minutes.
Oh, Waiharuru hut. All right. And Korokoro campsite and Maranui campsite and hut. That way. So that's where we have to go tomorrow. But this is the way to our hut for today. All right, there's the lake out there. And then this is the hut. Woo-wee! So this must be the campground shelter. Nice, we got water there, cook outside. And then we got a beautiful little area. This is so much nicer than the other hut. We love it. Stuff. Lots of boots. People are already arrived. Nice one. All right, we are at our hut as we showed you before. I'm just gonna do a little outdoors tour. It's pretty cool. It's much nicer than our last one. This is a fire pit down here. It's an outdoor cook area over there because there's also camping here as well. You can do tent camping. We've got a wood shed over there that actually has wood in it. And this is what the whole place looks like. And then down here is the beach. The freaking beach, baby. And it looks gorgy. I got my sweet hat on. I'm back in bug catcher mode right now. I look like the nerdiest camper today. But here's the beach. And it is nice. And there's the lake, Waikaremoana. And we gotta get a nice feelio on the feet. I bet it's gonna be 10 out of 10 cold. It's actually not horrible, to be honest. Pretty windy today. And then through there is where we're gonna hike tomorrow to our next hut, which is around that point. We're done the hardest bit, and I must say I'm happy about it. My shoulders are real sore. Yeah.
Alright, end of day 2 vlog. It's really cold. We've been outside most of the day / evening because everybody here cooks with their gas stoves inside, even though you're not supposed to because they release carbon monoxide. They don't open the windows or the doors, even though Simon brought it up. So we've been outside.
Yeah, we're just chilling. But
Really chilling.
yeah, we're getting pretty cold, so we're gonna go inside and open some windows. But yeah, it's been a really good second day, really short. It took us only about just under 2 hours to get to the second hut from the Panekire hut, which was our first one.
Yeah, it was an hour 55 and it estimated 4 hours.
Yeah, so we killed that. But yeah, beautiful night tonight. We're just sitting next to the lake here that we showed you earlier, and the moon is out up there. Light's starting to fail.
And
But we're pretty happy.
Collect body heat.
Yes, as best we
It's
can.
freezing. And now we'll see you tomorrow when we get up bright and early. Good morning, day 3. We are on our way.
We are. It's a bright early morning. Very cold. It was about 7:50 we left. Very chilly this morning, but we're getting after it early because we have a big day today. Marawiti, 5 hours. Let's see how we go. All right, so we've arrived at a wire walk that we need to cross over the river. We're going to see the Koto Falls, which are a big waterfall. So there goes Sarah. Successfully made it. Woo! Well, this has certainly been an adventuresome walk. It is not for the faint of heart. We're almost there though. Wow. Woo! Yeah! All right, there's the waterfall right there, and there's a rainbow right down to the bottom by Sarah. Pretty cool, man. So here we are. We finally made it, as you saw in our adventure. It was quite a trek, but it's pretty impressive. I'm sure you can see. I know we're super white because the sun is right on us right now, but it's gorgeous.
It's definitely worth the detour.
Yeah, definitely do it, and it's a good break for your shoulders. Woo! Just reached this really cool outcrop with some nice blue aquamarine water down there. So here's a better view of what we were looking at before. And then way over there is the Panekire range, which we climbed on our first day. It's a pretty impressive mountain range from here. And now we are trekking on. We still got many kilometers today, but we're doing well.
Where are we at?
You're at almost 6.
All right. We just crossed the kilometer 8 mark. We're having a little snack break.
Munching some nuts.
It is, my back is in so much pain. It hurts when I breathe between my shoulder blades. But we've got 4 kilometers to the hut according to the map. And it's not flat, which we thought it was going to be. So
note to everybody.
Yeah.
Day 3 is not a flat day.
Not a flat day. So shoulders are very, very sore.
But
all right. See you maybe at the hut. I'll see.
All right. There's the other hut back there, Marawiti hut. We just stopped for lunch. Met some really nice people that had 2 boats. They came in and they were fishermen.
Super nice.
They were so nice. And they offered to take us to the next hut, but we were like, we got to do it properly. So we're hiking onwards.
Yeah, although that would have been fun. I loved it.
It would have been fun, but it says 2 hours to Waiharuru. So off we go to Waiharuru. Hey, that's where we camped our first night, up there on the ridge. We're hoping that we're getting close to our final hut. Hopefully it's just around this corner somewhere. All right, we finally made it. We are exhausted. We did 18.5 kilometers today.
With the packs. It's not
The
even
packs,
the kilometers,
yeah.
it's the packs.
It's the packs that are heavy, so we're gonna go put those right down right now.
Okay, so we are feeling so thankful that we pushed. It was like another 6 kilometers and we didn't know how far it was going to be. But this hut is exponentially nicer than the one we ate lunch at, which is the one we were supposed to stay at. It's massive. This is the sleeping arrangements. At the moment, no one is here. So we're kind of hoping no one will be. But regardless, the sleeping and cooking arrangements are separate buildings. So I feel like I might actually get to sleep tonight because I hopefully won't be as worried about carbon monoxide from everybody cooking inside. What's this hut called, Simon?
Waiharuru.
Waiharuru. And the one that we ate lunch at was called the Mana. I don't know. It was just very swampy and small. It's recommended by Doc, but not by us. Let me show you. This is the cooking building. Oh, so here's cooking and eating. All right, anyways, so we would recommend this one over
Yes,
the other one.
there's a high five for her.
Definitely. I don't know why the other one's recommended.
Don't go there.
It's worth the 6K. Like, honestly, it makes tomorrow shorter, and it's freaking 1,000
nice.
times nicer.
Feels like
And
camp.
if it's, you know, too full for you, there's a campsite, which actually looks nicer than the other hut. So we're gonna pick our beds, and then we're gonna pick our noses. Just kidding.
Do whatever we want.
Probably just
Strip
sit.
down.
I just want to sit.
I know.
I don't even want to eat. I just want to sit. Okay, this has been a long video. Alrighty, so we've gotten a fire going. Simon went for a dip. I was trying to close that, and I cleaned off using our disinfectant wipes. I was like, I'm gonna have a wipe shower, and our fire is really smoky. We have made dinner. I'm having chicken tikka masala from the Backpackers Country bags. They're really convenient because they're really light and really flavorful. But we did add rice because otherwise they're just not filling enough. And Simon's got his carbonara. We've got our fire going, which I'll show you. And then we're gonna take our meals down to the beach. And we're probably gonna cook Simon's extra meal as well, just so we don't have to wait tomorrow. Because we still got lots of snack bars and stuff if we needed food. Here's our fire. And Simon's taking forever. I'll just take my stuff down to the beach and I'll show you the beach. Okay, so I just want to show you this ridge, oopsies, over here is actually massive. It's so tall, and that is where we climbed up to on our first day, and we're pretty sure we can actually see this building. We for sure could see one, and apparently there's some sort of kiwi reserve over this direction, but I'm not very clear. It just said look to your left, and I don't really know exactly where. But apparently at this hut you can sometimes see kiwis at night, or at least hear them. So here's where we're at now. Got a beautiful view. As of right now, we have the whole place to ourselves still, which is like super rare. Huts have been packed every night. So this is my situation. That's the rest of my situation.
And I'm gonna switch it.
Have you tried your creamy carb?
Not yet.
Let's get that first bite documented.
Oh, I'm cold. Bite?
Is it good?
Yeah, it actually is.
Oh, I gotta try. Is it as good as the tikka?
Tikka's pretty good.
I already get my first bite on cam. Then we'll turn this thing off.
Is this filming?
Told you it would be good.
Yeah, get after it, baby. Get it in. Thoughts?
It's like kind of a bit like KD, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Really
it hits
good
the
KD.
spot in a weird way.
Yeah, it's nice.
You okay?
Dude, it's cold down here. I'm freezing right now.
Oh, have your warm meal. Yes, silly Billy. All right. We'll see ya
When you're older.
when we see ya. Guten Morgen, day 4. This is our last day. We're pretty much packed out. We've just got to eat our breakfast and get out of here. Neither of us slept well last night at all because we were the only people here. It just became super creepy. So then I made Simon share one bed with me, which we didn't fit on very well. So, needless to say,
Didn't sleep much.
yeah, basically didn't sleep at all. And I was sweating buckets because my sleeping bag's so warm.
Sick owl. Dang, we're excited for our last day. That's beautiful. We're gonna have
I'm kind of sad to be leaving, but excited to shower.
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
See you later. Alright, started day 4. Here we go. There's Sarah up ahead. There's our hut that we just left behind. And off we go. We have 12 kilometers left. And then we are done this thing. Let's go. Alright, we've just reached the water taxi point. It kind of looks like this. And it was about 6.3 kilometers from the Waiharuru hut. So for us, that took about 1:40, just for reference. And then about 100 meters down the path, you get your Wanganui hut. So this is the last hut on the trail. We're not staying here. But it is a spot. It's an option for you if you're coming from the Onepoto side. You can stay here for the evening, or stay here and rest before you get picked up by the water taxi or the shuttle bus if you like. Pretty small, it only sleeps like 16, but it's a nice little looking hut.
Okay, so you showed the outside. This is the Wanganui hut, really close to the water taxi. Toilets are right there. And I don't want to go in with my boots because they're really dirty, but there's the bunk room. This one still looks nicer than Panekire. Well, actually arguable. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Pretty basic.
Pretty basic, but worse than Panekire or better? Or the same?
Oh, better.
Better, because the bunks are better, because it's not like sleeping in a mailbox. But the actual area is really small here.
Yeah.
So, the sign says 1.5 hours to the landing bean.
I know. Let's go. We're getting close. I'm getting tired.
Close. Yeah, me too.
Can take a nap in here.
No.
No. We came from across the other side of the lake over there. We camped on the other side of this big mountain. And then we've walked all the way along the coastline here. Gone way in the bush this way and then hiked out. Now we've got this nice little beach in front of us. Nice views of the lake. And we're hoping we're almost there. We're about half an hour out, I think. We've arrived at our washout area that we were told about. So this whole embankment, I guess, slid down.
Wow.
And now the trail just kind of meanders across it. But I guess the old trail used to go down there somewhere.
So
Not anymore.
20-minute add-on.
He said 20 minutes for this part. Alright, so we've got another blockage here. So we have to cut through these trees, bushwhacking style. not exactly ideal there. All right, we're out of the forest now. This is the last little section. Just walking through this field. Beautiful mountains on either side. Lake's back that way. So we've come across a wild horse just hanging out in the field. This is something that's fairly common in Te Uruera. We saw a ton on the way in. This guy's just on the side of the path. This is your...
Looks like he's been slipping and sliding.
Yeah. This is the Te Uruera version of a moose sighting. Oh, there's a whole bunch.
There's a ton. Alright, we finished!
We did it! We've done the hike. We're at the Hoprahine Great Walk exit.
The high is kind of worn off a bit because we've actually been here for a while. We ate and now we're just freezing.
Yeah, it's pretty cold actually.
We'll be here in 50 minutes, so we hope and pray that he's here a little bit early.
Yeah, that would be unreal. That would be the best of the best. But right now we've just had a little snack. We're both exhausted. A little chilly.
I just want to get in the ritzy bitsy and putter out of here.
We'll putter. You want to drive?
Yeah.
Just go drive. I'm going to snooze.
No, you're not going to snooze. It's too sketchy.
Say bye.
Alright guys, we are back. Now we're in Wellington. We didn't have a chance to finish filming this while we were on our trip. So it was just a bit back to back. But we're here, so we thought we'd launch into our kind of review of the Waikaremoana and then just some of our personal opinions / personal pointers for you if you choose to hike it.
Woo! Let's get started. All right, so
Yeah.
first things first is the difficulty rating. Where on earth would you put this one?
Okay, well, we've rated some of our hikes as stars and some of them with levels, which I think is a bit confusing. So I would call this, I would still say it's a moderate difficult, like it's between moderate and difficult.
Yes.
I would give it for difficulty probably 4 stars.
Yeah, I agree. I will hinge that by saying I think it for us felt like 4 stars. It probably more like a 3-star because
Yeah.
our packs were so heavy.
Yeah.
So we were worried about thieves potentially taking things from our car, so we packed like a ton of stuff in our bag. So that made it feel way more difficult to us.
Yeah. So that would be our take. We walked it from Panekire to Waiharuru.
We hiked it from Onepoto to Hoprahine.
Yes. So that affected our difficulty rating because it's different if you go the other way. Next up, do you need equipment or do you need hiking shoes? Yes.
Hundo P.
It's extremely muddy.
Yes.
Extremely muddy if it rains. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh
That's
my
a
goodness.
yes.
As you saw, like there was times where we were up to like mid-calf. You 100% want boots
That are waterproof.
that are waterproof.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hiking poles, do we have?
We didn't have them. Lots of people did. So kind of.
I don't
again,
feel like you really needed
no,
them.
it's preferential.
If you hike the other direction and you go down the Panekire bluff instead of up, I think then it would be good because it's quite steep down the whole day.
Would you bring kids on this adventure?
I think it says 10 or older. I think if your kids are ambitious and good-natured, I would not bring kids younger than 10 or kids older than 10 who weren't fit or keen because it's not easy and either they're gonna have to carry their own stuff or you have to carry it, so you've got to be aware of that.
All right, views, Sarah. Talk me through some views.
Oh, well, the first day is when you get the views if you hike the direction we hiked, and they were beautiful. I am willing to bet that I think the Kepler will blow our mind more, but they're beautiful. I'd give them 4 stars.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking
3.8?
3. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm being too hard, but
they're beautiful. It's just that, New Zealand has so much that's beautiful. Once you're done the first day, you're kind of done with the view.
that's true. And our final rating overall, how do you feel about it?
I'd give it a 4.
Yeah.
And I'd temper that with saying it's our first great walk, so we were very excited about the experience. We don't have any other great walks to compare it to. Yeah, maybe 3.5. 3.5.
I think it'll drop in the rankings once we do some of the other ones. But
I'm gonna give it a 3.8. Final answer.
To be fair, though, a lot of people warned us before. They were like, "This is like the worst of the great walks," or like, "This one doesn't even deserve to be a great walk." And we were both really impressed by it. Like, it was very beautiful.
It was beautiful, yeah.
So I liked it. I give it a 3, I think, out of 5. But it was a great time. So our recommendations now on how to do this, or like maybe things we learned from this hike.
So our recommendations, if you are a keen fit hiker, there's 2 recommendations. We would recommend that you skip the Panekire hut when you get to the top and you carry on to the next hut, which is the Waiapua hut.
Waiapua, yeah.
And it's beautiful. That's the one that we stayed at the second day. You would have seen the Panekire hut, not very nice. And then from there you carry on and you skip the Merawiti hut and you do the
Waiharuru hut.
So that will give you 3 days. The first day would be quite a bit longer, but honestly it's doable if you're keen and you start early, and I think it would be really worth it. Yeah, that's our recommendation. The second recommendation is that we would recommend going our direction. You get the views first.
Yeah, views on the first day, and
Yeah,
it's easier. And
and
the
the
last
yeah.
recommendation I would make as well is try to take the water taxi, I would say. It shortens
Yes.
down your hike a
Oh
lot.
my gosh.
We didn't take the water taxi, obviously.
It's more expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I think it shortens down a huge portion of your hike. And at that last day, you don't want to be walking. Like, the last little bit's not really worth seeing,
No.
I don't think.
No.
And it's just
It's
hard slogging.
so long.
Anyways,
That is our long-winded review.
yep,
If you made it to this point,
good on you.
yeah, thanks for
proud of you.
sticking around.
Yes.
And we would recommend Waikaremoana if you were living in New Zealand, but if you're only here for like, a month and you need to pick a great walk,
I don't think this would be the one.
not if you're an avid hiker. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
That's all for now.
Thanks for watching.